I have always had a great love of Japan and a great respect of Japan.
1. Foreign trip and trade. Asia tour. President Trump is currently on a multi-day trip to Asia, with stops including Malaysia and Japan, and a planned meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping. Japan agreements. While in Japan, he met with Prime Minister Takaichi, and the two nations signed agreements outlining a framework for trade, a 350 billion Japanese investment fund for the U.S., and cooperation on securing critical minerals. China trade framework. The U.S. and China have reportedly agreed on a framework for a trade deal, which is expected to avert the imposition of 5% tariffs on Chinese imports that were set to begin soon. 6. The framework also reportedly includes a final deal on the sale of TikTok's U.S. operations. Russia sanctions. The administration recently imposed sanctions on Russian oil companies, including Lukoil and Rosneft, in a policy shift related to frustration over the lack of progress in Ukraine, ceasefire talks with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Canada tariffs. The administration raised tariffs on Canadian goods by 9% in retaliation for a Canadian anti-tariff TV ad campaign. Second, political and constitutional commentary. Third term speculation. President Trump declined to rule out seeking an unconstitutional third term while speaking to reporters on Air Force One, saying he would love to do it. However, he ruled out the loophole of running for vice president in 2028, calling it too cute. Justice Department prosecution calls. He publicly pushed for the prosecution of former Biden-era Justice Department officials, including former Attorney General Merrick Garland and Special Counsel Jack Smith, over past FBI investigations into his conduct. Personal claims for damages. He is pursuing administrative claims seeking approximately $130 million in damages from the U.S. government related to the investigations into his conduct, and he commented that he would ultimately have the final say on whether those claims get paid. 3. Administration policy and actions. Government shutdown. The government shutdown continues, with the Democratic National Committee heavily criticizing the administration's actions during the stoppage, including the indefinite halt of the U.S. refugee admissions program and a potential default on SNAP food stamp benefits. ICE shakeup. The administration is reportedly reassigning senior ICE officials in a bid to intensify its deportation campaign, with plans to replace some with officials from the Border Patrol. Controversial pardon. The administration recently issued a full pardon to Changpeng Zhao, CZ, the convicted founder of Binance, a move that has drawn strong criticism from Democrats who allege a conflict of interest related to his crypto investments. Whistleblower nominee withdrawal. The nominee to lead a federal whistleblower office withdrew his name after reports surfaced of controversial and racist comments he had made in the past.